I think we all know what it feels like to pray to God and hear only silence in response. Sometimes it feels like we're just crying out to an empty sky. It feels like nobody is listening. There will be many periods in our lives when we have to wonder, why is God not answering me? In my most desperate time of need, why has He left me alone? For some of us, this will make us question whether God is even real. If He can't be here in my darkest hour, was He ever really here at all? But I think there are a few things that we misunderstand about prayer and our relationship with God that would lead us to such a conclusion. For one thing, when we feel that God is absent, it's often actually ourselves that are really missing. That could sound kind of odd, but let me try and explain. Actually, how about we let Metropolitan Anthony Bloom explain? In his book, Beginning to Pray, he says, "As long as we ourselves are real, as long as we are truly ourselves, God can be present and can do something with us. But the moment that we try to be something that we are not, there is nothing left to say or to have. We become a fictitious personality, an unreal presence, and this unreal presence cannot be approached by God." Sometimes when we pray, for big things or for small things, we try to hide who we really are. We pretend that we are not weak and sinful. We try to pretend that we are not completely and utterly dependent on the love and mercy of God. Because dependence is really hard to admit, and it's really easy to pretend that we have our lives under control and only use God as an emergency button when we really think that we need Him. But when we do that, we stop being real. We stop being our true selves. We go back to being school kids who try to look cool in front of their peers by being fake, and not realizing that by doing that, we eliminate any potential for a real, genuine friendship. God is the ultimate reality, and if we are fake, if we spend our lives pretending to be something that we're not, we can never truly have any actual relationship with Him. It may feel like He's abandoning us, when really it's we who have become absent. And that brings me to the second important thing that we need to remember about prayer and God's presence. God doesn't really leave anyone. In the church, we say that the Spirit is ever present and fills all things, and we mean it. There is nowhere that God isn't. In Psalm 139, we see that even in the depths of darkness, when we are at our absolute worst, even when we are damned to hell, God will still be with us. There is nowhere we could go where He will not follow us. Sometimes we need to be reminded of our reliance on God by seeing what it might be like if He withdrew from us, because at the end of the day, the truest answer to every prayer that we could ever have or ever imagine is actually God Himself. He is our greatest gift, our greatest wealth and protection. At core, our deepest, most genuine desire is for Him. St. Augustine says, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until it rests in you." In reality, we are not waiting for Him to give us an answer. He is the answer. The only real question is whether you will turn Him away, or whether you will welcome Him into your heart.